Get your day started the right way with Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome back, everybody. Caught me by surprise there for a second. There's a new book out. It's called Tampa's Table. It's a culinary journey through Tampa Bay. And you guys have done a really fine job of putting this together. Now, Michael here is from Cena, and you're making...
Tuna tartare over olive oil and garlic pasta.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Where'd you find that?
I was in Sicily last year, and I had this dish. And I was like, there's nobody doing this in Tampa, so let me bring this back and show everybody what this dish is all about.
Nice, nice. Let's talk about the book. What is it? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, we're trying to show that Tampa really is like the hot food scene in Florida now. I don't think, excuse me, reputation-wise, we ever had that before. But over the last 5 years, with all the new restaurants that have come along, like Michael's, like the stuff at Rooster and the Till, like the Refinery, and then all the old great stuff too. You know, whether it be Columbia or Miz or one of those restaurants, or Burns. We have this food tradition that really shows the destination in its best light.
I'm always amazed that chefs will allow their favorite restaurant recipes to be published. But the funny thing is, you start looking at some of these and you go, well, there's no way I'm making that at home.
So you got to go to the restaurant.
So you got to go to the restaurant. I understand what's going on there. Cook away. Have some fun. Cook away.
Yeah.
All right. So if we have to pick, I think we can do this. One definitive Tampa Bay food.
A Cuban sandwich.
It'd have to be the Cuban sandwich.
It has to be the Cuban sandwich. The whole world, well, the whole world now is beginning to know as just for the Cuban sandwich. That's why there's a Cuban sandwich shop in Seoul, South Korea. That's why there's a food truck in London that just does Cuban sandwiches.
Really?
It's really kind of taking off. And I think that just gives a foundation. And then we can say, well, look at all this other stuff we do with crab, or this other stuff we do with seafood, or this crazy idea of taking something Sicilian and putting raw tuna on top of cooked pasta, which I had never heard of until I saw Michael do it. That's just not normal, right?
Yeah. And Michael, let's talk about the food scene in Tampa a little bit, because it really has come around. It really has changed in the last few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely been a bump in people opening up restaurants and the food and the types of food that is coming here. Everybody's doing a great job. There's a lot of great chefs now. It's not just one or two spots that were the hot spots. There's a lot of hot spots now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We have 50 different restaurants in this book. I mean, that just shows the quality and the breadth of what we have to offer now. There's a 50 restaurant, and there's 60 recipes, there's drinks, there's desserts, there's appetizers, there's everything. And you're right, some of them are kind of complicated, but that's why these are chefs and not home cooks. Yeah. But I think there's a few in there I think people can sample for themselves. Or if not, they should be inspired to go to the restaurant that's in there, whether it be a native chili or a stuffed meatloaf, things that are just a little bit different from the everyday.
Yeah. Michael, tell me again, it's tuna tartare with spaghetti. Say the rest of it.
With Calabrian chilies, olive oil, garlic, and parsley. Really, really simple dish.
How do you pronounce that, though?
Olio?
Eolio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we got close.
That's
got
pretty
close
good.
there.
Pretty good for a Texas boy.
Let me tell you guys something. It's a beautiful book, and it's out at just the perfect time if you want to get it for somebody for the holidays. And how do you get it? How do you get it?
You can buy it at our visitor center downtown. You can buy it online, and a couple of different retailers have it. Oxford Exchange is going to have it. It's also going to be available at the Columbia and a few others around town. The places you would expect to see high-end culinary, that's where you'll find it.
Good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. Pleasure. Oh, and it's finished. It's finished. Take a look. I wanted to get that finished before we go. There it is right there. Hey, take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Be right back.